All right, what's up everybody? Let's get this vlog out of the way, right? So we had a pretty interesting day, very eventful on a Wednesday. These are the 4th of July weekend loads. You gotta keep going and go. You gotta push yourself hard, or else you're gonna get stuck somewhere for the weekend, for the long weekend. So that being said, I got up first thing in the morning. We left Amarillo, drove to Albuquerque, got unloaded, hustled that through. I already knew what my next load was going to be. Went and picked up my drywall, tarped it, and we headed to Tucson, Arizona. And we experienced a little bit of the monsoon season. We did. We got rocking and rolling. We moved forward. We got the load. Now, what was interesting is, and this was just kind of a story, is when you go to shippers and receivers, if they have a scale that you can use, you should use it. You should use it. And anytime a customer has a scale that is available to you, where you can use it to weigh yourself out, it's an important thing to have, right? However, there are scales at customers that are not 100% accurate. So it's still in your best interest, right? And it's still, and this is gonna be a short vlog because we got to get some sleep. But it's in your best interest to make sure that the scale is accurate. And how do you do that? How do you make sure that a customer's scale is accurate? Well, if you're an experienced driver, and if you drive the same truck and trailer combination like I do, you should get an empty scale ticket with your empty weight with full tanks of fuel. Then you can do backwards. If you know what the weight of your truck is, if you know how much she weighs, then it will be making more efficient, effective the whole night. By the way, too, this is one cut. We're not editing. We're not going to switch everything around. The thumbnail is going to be where I parked, all that good stuff. But anyways, knowing your empty weight is crazy important. And if you understand that, you'll make more money because it won't be a mystery. If the customer scale is off, you can adjust based on what you know the truck to be because you have the empty scale ticket. Now, it takes a little bit of money. It takes a little bit of investment. It takes a little bit of, don't be a brokey, because if you get that empty scale ticket, then you know what you're talking about. It helps you understand your paperwork, your weights, because it's all about weights. If you get an overweight ticket, it's going to negate how much you made for that load. And it might actually even put you in the negative for that week or that load. So if you do it right, you'll be able to know your weights, and then if you get on the scale, and the scale is accurate for more or less accurate for what your scale ticket says, then you know that the scale is accurate. If it's off, then you can adjust what it really is. And then if you have to go buy another loaded scale ticket, then you do that if it's real close. Like if you're 79,800 pounds and you know the scale ticket, the scale at the customer, you know it's off by 500 pounds, then that's a problem. You got to work that out. That's a different issue versus not knowing what your empty weight really is and calculating how much fuel you'll have, because that's why you have to top off the tanks when you get your empty scale ticket. I know it doesn't seem like it makes sense. It kind of seems like a waste of time and money, but it really isn't. That's the art of being a truck driver. That is the science of it. And don't be scared to go. If you have air scales on your truck and trailer, because that's what I have, but if it gets close, you got to invest in yourself and invest in not getting an overweight ticket and having that. And if you go to the same customers over and over again, they'll understand this about you and they'll respect you more for it. Because if you do it the right way like that, they can't just bully you into hauling a load, because that happens too. Not that it happens to me, but it happens to people where they get bullied into hauling these loads that end up messing them up. Anyways, life lessons with Reuben the truck. We're going to end this here as a 4-minute vlog. 3rd vlog in a row. We're on a little streak here. We're getting less rusty. That's what we're doing. We're getting less magnifique. I swear, eventually, I'll make good videos. I swear, eventually, maybe I'll make good video. All right. Talk to you guys later. Drivers, be safe out there. Be safe out there. Bye.